What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I ran across this post on my timeline, and as you can see, it's they have seven basketball players on there. You got Giannis, you got Michael Jordan, you got Steph Curry, you have LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Shaquille O'Neal, right? And so at the top it says bench two players to make bench two players to make starting five, right? And so I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, which who would I bench and why? Also, I want to know from you all, who would you bench and why? But right now, I'm going to break down who would I bench and why, or maybe I should go with who I would keep. Now, for at my center position, I don't even think it's like a contest. It's not even close. For the center, I would have to definitely go with Shaq. So Shaq definitely would not be getting benched. Shaq is in my opinion, one of the most dominant big men in basketball history. Let me see. Only a couple centers that I could say that were probably was better than Shaq, and maybe probably Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Hakeem Olajuwon. But other than that, like any other center that I have seen, like during my lifetime, I don't think nobody else was better than Shaq. And I will put Hakeem ahead of Shaq because Hakeem Olajuwon was just a better all around player. Like his footwork, a little bit better, a better free throw shooter. He wasn't too much better than Shaq, but he was a better free throw shooter. So definitely, when you talk about centers, I would definitely have Shaq on it. He would be my starting center. Then, no question about Tim Duncan, right? Tim Duncan would definitely be my power forward. And when you think about Tim Duncan, his place in NBA basketball history, some people consider Tim Duncan to be the greatest power forward in basketball history, right? And I can't argue with that. You got like Karl Malone was another great one, and like right off top, I can't think of any other great power forwards, but I think Tim Duncan, if anybody who says that Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward of all time, I can't argue with that. So definitely I would have to have Tim Duncan starting. So now at the at the small forward position, that would either come down to either Giannis or Kobe Bryant, right? And at that three, I would put Kobe. And everybody know about Kobe. The reason why I would choose Kobe and put him at that three is because Kobe is more versatile. Kobe plays better defense. He's more offensively. Kobe is a better scorer than Giannis. Defense, Kobe's going to strap up and play. He's going to play tough defense. And that's not to say that Giannis wouldn't play tough defense, but Kobe Kobe gives me more versatility at both ends of the court. And on top of that, I just think Kobe is an overall better player than Giannis. That's not to say that Giannis is not great, but I would definitely have to have. So that's my top three so far. So far, I got Shaq, I got Tim Duncan, and I got Kobe Bryant. Now, at my point guard, which when you look at on here, I mean, you could probably put Mike at the one position. I know that Mike for a short while on the Chicago Bulls, he played point guard and average double figures as far as assists was concerned, right? So Mike, if he really, really had to, Mike could play point guard. but I wouldn't even want Mike at point guard on this team. I would put Steph. I would definitely put Steph at point guard. Now, Steph, Steph is as far like playing point guard, this would probably be an adjustment for him. Like if he was to play on this team right here, because he would be the full-time point guard, or he would play the majority of point guard. Wouldn't be too much. They wouldn't need him too much for scoring, but if they needed him, to hit an open shot, he could hit the open shot. So, but for the most part, I would have Steph at the one position. He would be the starting point guard. So now we have three players left and only one position. You got Giannis, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James. And so with these three, I'm gonna say who I wouldn't pick. Who I would bench out of these three. I would bench Giannis just because Giannis is like I said, Giannis is a great basketball player, but on this team right here, this particular team right here, Giannis, his skills really wouldn't be needed. Like he is somebody who probably could, if he would be able to definitely come off the bench on this team. Giannis led the Milwaukee Bucks to one championship, and that year when they played the championship, who they played? They played Phoenix in that championship, and Giannis, he did his thing. At both ends of the court. He played tough defense, and he was dominant on offense. But on this team right here, this particular team right here, I would definitely have to go and I would put Giannis on the bench. So now you got two left. You got Michael Jordan and you got LeBron James. And the other person that I would put on the bench would be definitely, I would put LeBron James on the bench. Like Mike would be the two guard. Definitely, Mike would be the two guard. And I would put LeBron James on the bench because although LeBron James would be a good point guard. And originally when LeBron James came to the NBA, that was going to be his position, like the point guard. He was going to be the next Magic Johnson. But throughout LeBron James's career, he more so was in my opinion, more so of a 3 or a 2. He is not a great passer like they built him out to be. But I think I would definitely start Mike. So my starting 5 would be Mike Jordan, and I'm starting Mike at that two guard position because Mike is the greatest basketball player of all time. LeBron James, he could come off the bench with Giannis. So my starting 5 on this team right here would be Michael Jordan. It would be Steph Curry at the point, Mike at the 2, Kobe at the 3. I would have Tim Duncan at the 4 and Shaq at the 5. With now the 6th man, who would I have coming off the bench first? It depends on who we playing against, but most likely I would probably have to have LeBron is more versatile, I think, more versatile than Giannis. So LeBron probably be 6th man. Giannis will be, 7. And that's not a bad rotation to have, like a 7-man rotation. Like this right here would be like almost like a dream team to have these guys right here. But let me know, let me know in the chat, right? What 2 players would you bench? Like I said, I'm benching LeBron and I'm benching Giannis, and everybody else, is my starters. But I thought this would be a great, a cool topic to discuss. So now with that being said, man, y'all make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave let me know what your starting 5 is in the chat, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.